Hello everyone, we are very quickly going to go over some Pozotron hotkeys. So, your time and energy are precious. If we can do anything to save you some time and effort, we're going to do that, and that's where these hotkeys will come into play. There are two major places that you can use hotkeys, and they have three functions. First, on the proofing page, hotkeys let you do quick selections of tags using unique key combinations. And then there's a speed selection of annotations using the A and D keys. And then on the prep tools sections, which is the pronunciation guide and character voice guide, you can use the R and I keys to research and ignore. What they look like on the page, when you're in the proofing section, you'll see this little keyboard in the top right, and it says A means annotation OK, and D means annotation selected as a pickup. And I will show you how to use that in a session in a second. You can also use spacebar to play or pause audio, and the comma and period keys to jump back and forth during playback. And on the pronunciation and character voice guide pages, you'll see that R is underlined and I is underlined. Those are the hotkeys for research and ignore. So you can make it through huge lists really, really quickly just by hitting R and I. Now, what does this look like in an actual session? So if we go into this Sherlock Holmes chapter right here, you'll see there's the keyboard with the AD spacebar and punctuation. And we're going to very quickly check the annotations by hitting A or D for OK or pickup. And so when you play back,
to know him, give him this mark of their appreciation.
That's fine.
Good,
That's
said Holmes. The hospital, in order to start a practice for himself.
That's a pickup.
We know as Sherlock Holmes leaned back into his settee and blew little medical shelf. I took down the medical dictionary and turned then restless as the antennae of an insect. To appeal strongly, okay. Then had you better not consult his assistants.
Pickups. And that one's okay. So that was just me hitting the A and D keys. Really, really fast way once you get used to it of being able to quickly listen and mark OK or pickup. And the other thing that you can do with the quick selection, say for example you had multiple narrators, you would be able to hit just a single key to go to the narrator numbers. We have tags for narrator 1, 2, and 3 for multiple narrator projects, and you don't have to click at NARRATOR. You can just click something that's unique to that tag. So narrator 1, you just click 1. Narrator 2, just click 2. And there's ways that you can type in just N, for example, and O, and it goes straight to noise. So you can use hotkeys to quickly do your tagging. And then inside the pronunciation and character voice guides, that's where you have the R and I keys. So for example, pronunciation, we're going to open the suggestions. And now instead of clicking the blue or red boxes, we can just click R or I, and it focuses on this top word and puts it in the research list or ignores it. So we'll go research, ignore, research, research, ignore, research, 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 ignore, research. So you see it's really quickly moving the suggestions list things over to the research list. And then when you go back to research, you'll have your completed and ready to use pronunciation research guide. And the same thing works for the character voice guide. Use those R and I keys. So that's really quickly how to use the main options for hotkeys in Pozotron.